Welcome, an initiative by Kikewa College of Horticulture, Nasik, giving an online audio-visual learning from Department of Soil Science. I, the Professor N.S. Gogre, going to deliver a lecture on a topic.
Soil organic matter, that is one of the most important component of soil, which contributes around 5% of various components of soil. It is a quality aspects which enhance or improve the physical properties of soil, which are very necessary for producing quality produce. So soil organic matter, it is present in various uppermost layer of soil, which contains organic matters, O horizon, which is designated by O horizon. It contains partially decomposed and partially undecomposed organic matter. Partially decomposed and partially undecomposed organic matter. The various sources of addition of organic matter to the soils are includes, that is on-farm resources, that is cow dung, animal urine, stubbles, sugarcane trash, then hay. All these after decomposition contributes to soil organic matter. The various factors affecting soil organic matters are, which are enlisted as number one is the climate, that is arid and semi-arid climate where rainfall is dominant, dominant, where rainfall is dominant will contribute to decomposition of organic matters or it produces more organic matter. Then natural vegetations, texture and texture soil has more organic matter. Then drainage, good drainage soils have optimum organic matter. Cropping and tillage tools, crop retention, residues, non-nutrients, and green manure plots are added organic matter efficiently. It is the composition of organic residues. It can it contains 75% moisture and 20% diamond. Okay. On the basis of decomposition, soil organic matter is classified on the basis of rate of decomposition. That number one, rapidly decomposing organic matter, which includes sugar, starches, and proteins, etc. Less rapidly decomposed organic matter includes sugar, starches, and proteins. Then less rapidly decomposed hemicellular cellulose, very slowly decomposing organic matter, that is fats, waxes, lignin, etc. The very first and foremost important part of for improving soil health is the decomposition of organic matter, which is accomplished by enzymatic oxidation of bulk with release of CO2. water, and energy. Then essential elements are released, that is NPS, with production of organic acids and immobilized by series of reactions. Hello? Sure. Rutambre, turn on your mic. हॅलो रुतांबरे ऐकायला येतंय का?
हा येते सर. हॅलो.
माईक स्क्रीनवरती कोण खेळते?
हा
हा स्क्रीनवरती रेस मारली ती कोणी मारली?
सर आवाज येत नाही क्लिअर तुमचा.
आवाज येत नाही. तुला कसं
हो.
काय आवाज येईल? स्क्रीनवर कोण खेळतंय?
हा
स्क्रीनवर स्क्रॅचेस कोण मारतंय?
माहित नाही सर.
अरे
मी आता
स्क्रीनवर
जॉईन झालो सर इतक्यात.
माहित नाही.
मी इतक्यात जॉईन झालो सर. तर आवाज येत नाही तुमचा
लक्ष
clear.
दे आता बाकी सर्वांनी लक्ष दे. हा एक मिनिट ऐकून घेतो जरा. मूर्खाने काय करतोस? आता कोणी स्क्रीनवर काही केलं, एखादी स्क्रॅच मारली तर लेक्चर इमिजिएटली बंद करून टाकेल, लक्षात ठेव. ओके. Okay. Decomposition of organic matter includes enzymatic oxidation. Then essential elements are released, that is NPS, with the production of very little amount of organic acids, that is carbonic acid H2CO3, and it is immobilized by a series of reactions. The last part, that is formation of compounds which are resistant to microbial action, that is known as humus. That leads to formation of humus, and that particular humus imparts black color to the soil. Okay, there are two conditions, aerobic and anaerobic conditions. In the aerobic condition, products formed are CO2, ammonia, nitrate, phosphoric acid, sulfate, and water, and essential plant nutrients that contains calcium, magnesium, and micronutrient like iron, copper, and zinc. The anaerobic condition includes methane, organic acid like H2CO3, then lactic, propionic, and butyric acid, NH4, various amines, and humic substances. Okay. For decomposition of organic matter, first we have to decompose soluble substances. Soluble substance, that is glucose. When glucose is decomposed under aerobic condition, the reactions that postulated are sugar plus oxygen, giving rise to carbon dioxide plus water. It is under partially oxidized condition. When it produces certain aliphatic acid like acidic, formic, citric, and lactic acid, which can be represented as C6H12O6 plus 2 oxygen at chlorocetyl alcohol plus carbonic acid. It has to go two processes for decomposition of soluble substances. Number one process is known as ammonification, that will convert complex organic nitrogen from two polypeptides, then peptides, then amino acid, then NH3 or NH4. It's called as ammonification process. The transformation of complex organic nitrogenous compounds like amino acid, amides, nitrates into ammonia. This is the result of hydrolytic and oxidative enzymatic reactions. The number two process for decomposition of soluble substances are nitrification. This is the most important reaction or process which converts ammonia into nitrates. Ammonia into nitrates and then to nitrate. And then this process is called as nitrification. And the form NO3 minus 6 is most usable form and can be easily assimilated by plants. Then the reactions are as follows: NH4 plus O2 giving rise to NO2, that is nitrites, then plus 2 hydrogen atom plus H2O plus energy giving rise to NO3 minus plus energy. That is most acceptable form of nitrogen. Most acceptable and available form for easily assimilation of plants. Then denitrification. The process involves conversion of soil nitrate into gaseous nitrogen or nitrogen oxide. It's called as a denitrification. This process is with the help of Pseudomonas or Bacillus. Then under anaerobic condition, reactions are glucose undergoes reaction which produces lactic acid and butyric acid. Then second most decomposition of organic matter is decomposition of insoluble substances. Number one is a breakdown of protein. During the course of decomposition of plant materials, the proteins are hydrolyzed to intermediate products. The first process is known as aminization. That is the process of conversion of proteins into amino acids is called as aminization. Then ammonification, the process of conversion of amino acid and amides to ammonia. Then later on nitrification process and a conversion of nitrate to nitrate. Then second, breakdown of cellulose. It is accomplished by hydrolyzation of cellulose with production of organic acid, which produces carbon dioxide and water. This is a slow process in acid cells. Then breakdown of hemicellulose. It decomposes faster than cellulose and hydrolyzed to sugar and uronic acids. The sugar therefore attacked by microbes to produce organic acids and uronic acid broken into pentose to produce humus. Then breakdown of starch. That is the glucose polymer first hydrolyzed to maltose by action of amylase. Then maltose is converted to glucose by maltase enzyme. By ether soluble substances. Then decomposition of lignin. It is a very slow process, much slower than cellulose. It demarks complete oxidation giving rise to carbon dioxide and water. Then last part, that is sulfur containing organic compounds, which are converted to sulfates, SO4 plus energy by sulfur oxidizing bacteria such as thiobacillus thioxidant, and thiobacillus peroxidans. These are two sulfur oxidizing bacteria. Then mineralization. Biological conversion of organic forms of carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur to inorganic form or mineral forms is called as a mineralization. And the reverse process is called as a immobilization. Immobilization marks conversion of inorganic forms of carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur by the soil organism into organic forms is called as immobilization. Then various factors for decomposition are temperature, then soil moisture, then nutrients, soil pH, soil texture, and other factors. Other factors include toxic elements of phytotoxin, plant material. Okay. And last part, that is role of microorganisms for decomposition of organic matter. As you know, organic matter having micropores create a granular condition of soil which maintain aeration and permeability. Organic matter is regarded as food for microorganisms. So decomposition rate is most part and there is increase or multiplication of organisms, soil microorganisms, soil microorganisms. Then it increases water holding capacity of soil, reduce surface runoff, erosions, and having good infiltration due to addition of organic matter. Then surface mulching with coarse organic matter, lower wind erosion, and conserve soil moisture. The fresh organic matter is supplies food for earthworms and rodents, make soil P readily available. Then organic acid, which are released in minute quantity, help for decomposing organic matter to reduce its alkalinity with the help or addition of sulfur decomposing microorganisms, which decompose or oxidize sulfur, producing sulfuric acid, and bring back the pH of soil to neutral level. Then humus is a storehouse of nutrients in exchangeable and available forms. Then organic matter act as a buffering agents which check rapid chemical changes in pH.